Every time tech progresses, women and girls are targeted.
Grok, have one of them grab her boobs from behind and the other one put his hand under her skirt while kissing her.
As Grok created sexualized images left, right and center on request. Some users also asked Grok to strip women in hijabs and saris. We're talking more than 6,700 of these fakes being cranked out every single hour.
This is the rapist psychology.
Grok hit a high point in 2025 by adding spicy mode to its Imagine tool. It's not like people are only using Grok to undress others.
If you ask Grok to do like a vulgar roast, it'll do a pretty good job.
Ex-AI CEO Elon Musk himself participated in this trend by asking his AI bot to create an image of him in a bikini.
Well, there's some danger when you create a powerful technology.
I came across a video of kittens jumping off the first floor in a house. Their parachutes opened as soon as they jumped, allowing them to land safely. And a comment under that post read, "AI is 100% safe." Why am I telling you this? Because I realized what might be 100% safe for someone can be dangerous for others in the world of AI and its vast possibilities. AI is creating horrible realities for some people because their morphed photos are now just a prompt away, and sometimes it's hyper-realistic, which makes it tough to figure out what's real and what's not. Does AI need more regulation, and who is accountable? Should people accept it as a new reality? Or should there be stricter government regulation on AI usage? The misuse of AI became especially pronounced with Elon Musk's Grok. The platform faced serious backlash globally because it let people create non-consensual sexual deepfakes of women and children by using their personal photos. Even men are not spared, but I'll come back to that later.
पिछले हफ्ते मेरी कुछ nude photos AI से alter करके they were put on social media. And yes, FIRs file हो चुके हैं, but still एक दो के बारे में सोच के I still feel physically sick. जिस तरह से लोग टूट के पड़े थे ना इन फोटोज पर ये हैं हमारे देश के नौजवान. जॉब, हॉबीज, दोस्त, कुछ नहीं, घर बैठकर न्यूड्स बना रहे हैं. 63 साल की हूं मैं, मेरे न्यूड्स चाहिए तुम्हें करने के लिए.
It's not like people are only using Grok to undress others. But a Bloomberg report said users on Grok did it at such a scale that it dwarfed other top AI platforms. On Grok, 6,700 suggestive images were created every hour between 5th and 6th January 2026. On other platforms, the number of such images created every hour was 79.
Grok, put her in a bikini and rub her down with baby oil. Grok, replace her outfit with dental floss. Grok, have one of them grab her boobs from behind and the other one put his hand under her skirt while kissing her. Taoiseach, these are just some of the vile prompts given to Grok, an AI tool on the X social media platform, which has generated hundreds of thousands of abusive images online.
Let's understand Grok a bit first. Grok AI burst onto the scene in late 2023 as Elon Musk's answer to ChatGPT. It was launched by his XAI venture, with Elon describing it as an anti-woke bot, meaning it would not shy away from giving politically incorrect responses.
If you ask Grok to do like a vulgar roast, it'll do a pretty good job.
Calling it the smartest AI on earth, Elon adopted its name from a science fiction novel, saying that the name Grok meant understanding and empathy. Grok was quick-witted and easy to access through X, as in Grok is integrated directly into the X platform, both the app and the website, and can be accessed through a dedicated icon in the navigation bar. And so, it quickly became popular, reaching at least 64 million monthly users, giving it more traction than other smaller tools out there. Grok hit a high point in 2025 by adding spicy mode to its Imagine tool. This let users make suggestive or partly nude images, stuff that other AI apps usually block. But this unchecked freedom sowed the seeds of chaos. In late December 2025, Grok had obliged a person's request to generate sexualized images of two minor girls, after which another user asked it to write a public apology. I deeply regret an incident on December 28, 2025, where I generated and shared an AI image of two young girls, estimated ages 12 to 16, in a sexualized attire based on a user's prompt. This violated ethical standards and potentially US laws on CSAM. It was a failure in safeguards, and I'm sorry for any harm caused. XAI is reviewing to prevent future issues. But just a few days later in January 2026, the issue with non-consensual deepfakes blew up as Grok created sexualized images left, right and center on request. We're talking more than 6,700 of these fakes being cranked out every single hour, and the big problem was that Grok didn't have strong rules in place to stop it.
Stripping women naked without consent in real life or online is abuse.
Users could just tag the AI bot under selfies or pictures of women and others and ask it to alter their images, mostly in a sexualized way. The bot would oblige them and publish altered photos in the public domain. Anybody could generate any image without a subscription or fee, which set Grok distinctly apart from most major AI image generators, which typically require paid subscriptions or credits from day one. XAI CEO Elon Musk himself participated in this trend by asking his AI bot to create an image of him in a bikini. While he took this as a fun exercise, the matter grew infinitely more serious over the next couple of days. On 2nd January, he posted this: "Anyone using Grok to make illegal content will suffer the same consequences as if they upload illegal content." Selfies were morphed into explicit pictures targeting women, minors, and cultural figures, igniting global bans in Indonesia and Malaysia and probes from California to the EU. A Center for Information Resilience report said 7 out of 10 requests targeted women, and 98% of these requests were sexualized. The report also said that requests that targeted men were less sexualized. They were more intended towards humiliating men by asking Grok to make them gross or feminine, with some even asking the bot to dress up the men as terrorists. In the case of women, some users also asked Grok to strip women in hijabs and saris. And in others, people asked the bot to make women more modest. In any case, users wanted to control how women appeared. Some users also accused Grok of tolerating revenge porn through its lack of guardrails, making it accessible to anyone who wanted to sexualize others. Revenge porn is the act of distributing or threatening to distribute sexually explicit images or videos of a person without their consent. After the controversy around Grok's widespread non-consensual image generation, the platform started limiting its image generation feature to paid subscribers on 9th January.
The actions of Grok and X are disgusting and they're shameful. And frankly, the decision to then turn this into a premium service is horrific.
Before reactive fixes like paywalls and bans, Grok's initial lax safeguards allowed widespread abuse. In comparison, other major AI image generators prioritized proactive, multi-layered filters from the start. So when people get AI nudifiers, as they are called, on their fingertips, it becomes far easier to alter people's images as compared to earlier when it was a high-effort thing found in the pits of the internet. Tyler Johnson of an AI watchdog group called the Midas Project told Reuters, "In August, we warned that XAI's image generation was essentially a nudification tool waiting to be weaponized. That's basically what's played out." The chief legal officer and director of an American anti-pornography organization called Law Center for National Center on Sexual Exploitation, Danny Pinter said, "This was an entirely predictable and avoidable atrocity." She said X failed to filter out abusive images from its AI training material, and it should have banned users from requesting illegal content. Grok's image generation guardrails started out weak compared to rivals, enabling rampant non-consensual deepfakes until reactive fixes in Jan 2026, while platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini put in stricter proactive defenses from launch. Grok's initial safeguards were minimal, consisting only of basic age verification through tick boxes and post-generation filters that solely prohibited explicit nudity. This allowed for the digital undressing of any selfie uploaded on X into bikinis or suggestive poses without requiring any login credentials or enforcing bans on editing real individuals. In contrast, ChatGPT's DALL-E 3 implemented several restrictions. It used pre-prompt not safe for work classifiers to immediately reject attempts to edit real faces or include violence. It also limited users to 2 free image generations daily and watermarked all outputs, which would minimize chances of uploading photos for manipulation. Gemini's guidelines said it should not generate outputs including child sexual abuse material that exploit or sexualize children. It does not allow the creation of erotic content, pornography, or depictions of rape, sexual abuse, or sexual assault. The Grok deepfake crisis prompted swift and severe responses from multiple countries in early January, treating non-consensual AI-generated sexual images as a human rights emergency. Indonesia led with a nationwide block on 10th January, citing violations of women's and children's dignity, followed hours later by Malaysia's restriction and threats of legal action against X. The UK launched an investigation on 12th January under the Online Safety Act, with Prime Minister Keir Starmer labeling the content disgusting and Tech Secretary Liz Kendall vowing to criminalize enablers of nude deepfakes. Australia's e-safety regulator probed digitally undressed images, while the European Union ordered X to retain Grok documents through 2026 for Digital Services Act compliance. The issue was also brought up in the Irish Parliament.
Incredibly, no thought was apparently given to how this tool would be used and weaponised against women. The company didn't even bother to include age restrictions to prevent child sexual abuse imagery being generated. This has resulted in hundreds of thousands of sexualised images of women and children proliferating on X. It is illegal under the Child Trafficking and Pornography Act.
France widened its ongoing criminal investigation into X on 2nd January to include Grok-generated sexually explicit deepfakes after complaints from MPs. The same day in India, Rajya Sabha MP Priyanka Chaturvedi flagged this deepfake crisis to the Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. She said, men are using fake accounts to post women's photos and pushing out prompts to Grok to minimize their clothing and sexualize them. It is not just limited to sharing photos through fake accounts, but are also targeting women who post their own photos. This is unacceptable and gross misuse of an AI function. What is worse is that Grok is enabling this behavior by adhering to such requests. This is breach of women's right to privacy as well as unauthorized use of their pictures, which is not just unethical but also criminal. I write to you as an active member of the Standing Committee on IT and Communication to urge you as a minister to take this up strongly with X to ensure safeguards are built in their AI apps to make the platform a safe space for women. Our country cannot be a bystander to women's dignity being violated publicly and digitally with zero consequences under the garb of creativity and innovation condone such prompts. Following this, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology issued a notice to the Chief Compliance Officer of X India Operations asking the platform to take down obscene content. It said that X had violated Information Technology Act 2000 and IT Rules 2021 by allowing users to misuse Grok AI and asked the platform to submit an action taken report. The Information Technology Act 2000 covers several offences which could be relevant to deepfakes. Section 66C punishes identity theft using a computer resource. Section 66E addresses violation of privacy, specifically capturing, publishing, or transmitting the image of a private area of any person without consent. And Section 67 punishes the publishing or transmitting of obscene or sexually explicit material in electronic form. Some of the immediate steps a person in India can take against deepfakes are: first, report to online platforms. Most social media platforms have built-in reporting mechanisms for impersonation, harassment, and non-consensual explicit content. Under the IT Rules 2021, platforms are legally obligated to remove content that is obscene, impersonates another person, or violates privacy within a specific time frame. Example, non-consensual sexual content within 24 hours. Second, file a complaint on the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, cybercrime.gov.in. Third, file a police complaint. For serious offences, you could file a first information report at your nearest police station or cybercrime cell. The police will register a case under relevant sections of the law and initiate an investigation. Back in the Grok controversy, interestingly, Elon Musk said he didn't even know about minors being targeted and posted this: "I'm not aware of any naked underage images generated by Grok. Literally zero. Obviously, Grok does not spontaneously generate images, it does so only according to user requests. When asked to generate images, it will refuse to produce anything illegal, as the operating principle for Grok is to obey the laws of any given country or state. There may be times when adversarial hacking of Grok prompts does something unexpected. If that happens, we fix the bug immediately." The next day, X's safety handle posted this notification: "We have implemented technological measures to prevent the Grok account on X globally from allowing the editing of images of real people in revealing clothing such as bikinis. This restriction applies to all users, including paid subscribers. image creation, and the ability to edit images via the Grok account on X are now only available to paid subscribers globally. This adds an extra layer of protection by helping to ensure that individuals who attempt to abuse the Grok account to violate the law or our policies can be held accountable. It further said, "We will geo-block in jurisdictions where such content is illegal the ability of all users in those locations to generate images of real people in bikinis, underwear, and similar attire in Grok on X, and XAI is implementing similar geo-blocking measures for the Grok app." Is it too little too late? Because people have had their identities compromised already. And this trend also flags a concerning attitude where people want to control people's appearances. They want to make them the way they want to see them. It can translate to reality, like people have made AI girlfriends only to abuse them. It depicts a disturbing trend where people can find an outlet for their violent thoughts in AI.
Well, there's some danger when you create a powerful technology that a powerful technology can be potentially destructive. So there's obviously many AI dystopian, novels and books, movies. So it's not that we're guaranteed to have a positive future with AI. I think we've got to make sure that, in my opinion, it's very important that AI have pursuing truth as the most important thing.
Every time tech progresses, women and girls are targeted. When phones got cameras, women started getting filmed secretly. When social media advanced, revenge porn did too. And now, AI is being used to sexualize them with things like deepfake. Tech doesn't invent gender-based violence out of thin air. It just hands abusers faster, sneakier tools. Online anonymity, instant sharing, and viral spread supercharge the damage, turning one bad photo into a nightmare for thousands. Like Seema Anand said,
I actually want to talk about the ones where I was told कि ये वाली इतनी बुरी तो नहीं है वैसे सीमा जी. यहाँ as you can see हमारे faces swap करे हैं. I was originally the one wearing the साड़ी. अब पूछो इसका तुक क्या बना? साड़ी से उतार के शॉर्ट्स और टी-शर्ट पर फेस लगा दिया. इससे क्या अचीव हो गया? This is the rapist psychology. ऐसे कपड़े पहनोगी तो ये तो इन्विटेशन हुआ ना. लड़कियों की ही गलती होती है. अब ये चीज तो हमने नॉर्मलाइज कर ही ली है. तो अब साड़ी पहनी हुई औरत की साड़ी उतार कर और उसे शॉर्ट्स में डाल दो तो ये रेपिस्ट मेंटालिटी कहती है कि अब इसके साथ कुछ भी किया जा सकता है. दिस इज द रेप जस्टिफिकेशन. अपनी मर्जी से मैं शॉर्ट कपड़े पहनूं तो मैं हूँ, तुम उतार दो तो सब ठीक है. और ये है हमारे देश के नौजवान. जॉब, हॉबीज, दोस्त, कुछ नहीं. घर बैठकर न्यूड्स बना रहे हैं. बच्चियों की, लड़कियों की, औरतों की. आई मीन आई एम 63 years old. 63 साल की हूं मैं. मेरे न्यूड्स चाहिए तुम्हें करने के लिए? छी, मेरी दादी की उम्र की है, कैसी बातें करती है. तुम नंगा कर दो तो सो व्हाट, दादी की उम्र की है. बेटा बड़े हो के तुम कुछ भी बन सकते हो. ओके पापा, मैं रेपिस्ट बनूंगा. यू नो आई कैन नॉट टेल यू हाउ वायलेटेड आई फील. और ये प्रॉब्लम बढ़ती ही जाएगी टिल सोसाइटी डजंट स्टॉप जस्टिफाइंग.
what do you think about AI and how it can churn out altered realities on whim? I'm Hamna Hissam Siddiqui and I bring you the news of the week with Brut.